Shadow Finance Minister Jane Hume and Assistant Climate Change and Energy Minister Jenny McAllister face off and fire up on the big news and political developments. Jenny, welcome back, of course. Let's start off with what's been firing you up over... I guess you're coming up off a long run-up over the summer break. Jane, what's been on your mind?
Tom, before the election, Tony Burke said that Australians would feel the change of government in their bank accounts. Well, he was 100% right on that one, because 9 months into this Labor government, the cost of living only continues to skyrocket. This week, we saw the 9th consecutive interest rate rise coming out of the RBA, and interest rates are now as high as they were a decade ago under Julia Gillard. 800,000 Australian households are going to switch from a fixed rate to a variable rate mortgage this year, and those households will only feel more pain because of the increase in the cost of living, with groceries and energy bills going through the roof. The Cost of Living Committee heard last week from Woolworths that people are beginning to change their consumption patterns, leaving things in the trolley, leaving them at the checkout because they can't afford to take them home. And all of this is happening while real wages continue to go backwards, not just grow slowly, but go backwards. And they'll continue to do that right throughout the term of this government, because that's what their budget papers say so. The old adage is true: Australians will always pay more under Labor.
All right. Jenny, I'm sure you won't have the exact same points Jane had. What have you been mulling over during the summer break?
Well, I wanted to reflect on something happening this week where the government is taking additional steps to support Australian women at work. I've got a significant birthday coming up this year, and what that means, it is 25 years or about there since I graduated from university. And at that time, the gender pay gap was 16%. It's now sitting at 14%. And honestly, that's just not fair, and it's not right, and it's a waste of the talents of Australian women. So this week we introduced legislation into the Parliament that will require companies who have more than 100 people to make their gender pay gap public. And we know from the international experience that when you do that, the scrutiny that comes onto those employers gets them to pay a little more attention to this question. We cannot wait another 25 years to solve this problem. It's not fair, it's not right, and it'll be good for women and good for the economy if we can get this done.
It'd be interesting data, because it's the same job they're asked to compare. So whether it's as high as that 14%, how it differs between companies, I'm sure it'll be interesting reading.